In the foothills of the majestic Himalayas, where the towering peaks touch the sky and the serene landscape stretch as far as the eye can see, a young prince named Siddhartha Gautama embarked on a journey that would not only change his life, but also alter the course of human history forever. Born into a life of unparalleled luxury and comfort, Siddhartha was meticulously shielded from the harsh and often painful realities of the world outside the palace walls. However, destiny had other plans for the young prince, plans that would lead him to a profound transformation. At the age of 29, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a sense of restlessness, Siddhartha ventured beyond the palace walls for the very first time. During his journey, he encountered an old man, frail and bent with age, a sick man suffering from a debilitating illness, a lifeless corpse, and an ascetic who had renounced worldly pleasures. These four sights deeply troubled Siddhartha, revealing to him the stark impermanence of youth, health, and even life itself. The reality of suffering and the transient nature of existence became painfully clear. The encounter with such profound suffering ignited a spiritual thirst within Siddhartha, a burning desire to understand the true nature of life and to find a way to transcend the suffering that seemed to pervade human existence. Determined to find answers, he renounced his princely life, leaving behind his family and the comforts of the palace. He embarked on a quest for enlightenment, seeking to discover a path that would lead to the cessation of suffering and the attainment of true peace. After years of rigorous meditation, self-discipline, and deep contemplation, Siddhartha finally attained enlightenment at the age of 35. He became known as the Buddha, the awakened one, having discovered the profound truths about the nature of reality and the path to liberation. From that transformative moment on, his life was dedicated to sharing his profound insights with others. He taught the principles of the middle way, the Four Noble Truths, and the Eightfold Path, guiding countless individuals on their journey to liberation from suffering and the attainment of inner peace. The Buddha's teachings centered around the Four Noble Truths, which diagnose the human condition and offer a path to liberation. These teachings are fundamental to understanding the essence of Buddhism and provide a comprehensive framework for spiritual development. These truths are the truth of suffering, or dukkha, which acknowledges that suffering is an inherent part of human existence. It is the first step in recognizing the nature of our reality. The second truth is the truth of the cause of suffering, or samudaya, which identifies desire and attachment as the root causes of our suffering. Understanding this helps us to see the source of our pain. The third truth is the truth of the cessation of suffering, or nirodha, which offers hope by teaching that it is possible to end suffering. This cessation is achieved by letting go of our desires and attachments. The fourth truth is the truth of the path to the cessation of suffering, or marga. This path provides a practical guide to end suffering and achieve enlightenment. The path to liberation, known as the Eightfold Path, consists of right understanding, right thought, which are the foundation of wisdom. It also includes right speech, right action, and right livelihood, which guide ethical conduct. Right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration are essential for mental discipline. By cultivating these 8 aspects of life, the Buddha taught, one could break free from the cycle of suffering and achieve true enlightenment. This path is not just a set of rules, but a way of life that leads to inner peace and ultimate freedom. Following his enlightenment, the Buddha traveled extensively throughout northern India for over 4 decades, sharing his profound teachings and attracting a growing number of dedicated followers. These early disciples formed the Sangha, a community of monks and nuns who dedicated themselves to practicing the Buddha's teachings and spreading his message of compassion and wisdom. The Sangha played a crucial role in the early spread of Buddhism. Monks and nuns traveled to different parts of India, establishing monasteries and sharing the Buddha's teachings with people from all walks of life. Ashoka's embrace and Buddhism's expansion. The reign of Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century BCE marked a turning point in the history of Buddhism. After witnessing the horrors of war, Ashoka underwent a profound transformation and embraced Buddhism as the guiding principle of his rule. Inspired by the Buddha's message of peace and compassion, Ashoka renounced violence and dedicated himself to promoting Buddhist teachings throughout his vast empire. He erected pillars inscribed with Buddhist teachings and sent emissaries to spread the Dharma, the Buddha's teachings, to distant lands. The Dharma travels east, Buddhism in China and Southeast Asia. As Buddhism spread beyond the borders of India, it encountered diverse cultures and belief systems. The rich tapestry of ancient India, with its myriad of traditions and philosophies, provided a fertile ground for the exchange of ideas. This cultural exchange was facilitated by the extensive trade routes that crisscrossed the region. Merchants, missionaries, and travelers carried the Buddha's teachings along the Silk Road, a network of trade routes that connected Asia with the West. These routes were not just conduits for goods, but also for knowledge, beliefs, and cultural practices. The Silk Road became a vital artery for the dissemination of Buddhism. Buddhism reached China in the 1st century CE, where it gradually gained acceptance and flourished. The teachings of the Buddha resonated with many in China, leading to the establishment of early Buddhist temples and the translation of Buddhist texts into Chinese. Chinese culture embraced the Buddhist teachings of compassion, meditation, and the pursuit of enlightenment. These principles were integrated into the daily lives of the people, influencing art, literature, and philosophy. The serene practices of meditation and the creation of intricate Buddhist statues became hallmarks of Chinese Buddhism. Buddhism also spread south into Southeast Asia, where it was embraced by rulers and commoners alike. The adoption of Buddhism by Southeast Asian rulers helped to unify their kingdoms and promote peace and stability. The religion's emphasis on moral conduct and spiritual development resonated deeply with the people. The magnificent temples of Angkor Wat in Cambodia stand as a testament to the enduring legacy of Buddhism in the region. These architectural marvels, with their detailed carvings and grand scale, reflect the profound influence of Buddhist thought and aesthetics. Angkor Wat remains a symbol of the spiritual and cultural heritage of Southeast Asia. Across the Himalayas, Buddhism in Tibet and Japan. Buddhism reached Tibet in the 7th century CE, where it intertwined with indigenous Tibetan beliefs to create a unique form of Buddhism known as Vajrayana Buddhism. Tibetan Buddhism emphasizes tantric practices and the role of lamas, spiritual teachers who guide practitioners on the path to enlightenment. Buddhism arrived in Japan in the 6th century CE, introduced by Korean monks. Over time, Buddhism became deeply ingrained in Japanese culture, influencing art, literature, and spiritual practices. Zen Buddhism, a distinct school of Buddhism that emphasizes meditation and direct experience, emerged in Japan and continues to be practiced worldwide. A legacy of wisdom and compassion. Buddhism's journey from its humble beginnings in ancient India to a global religion is a testament to the enduring power of its teachings. While Buddhism declined in India, its birthplace, it found fertile ground in other parts of Asia and eventually spread throughout the world. Today, Buddhism continues to offer guidance and inspiration to millions of people around the globe, transcending cultural boundaries and reminding us of our shared humanity. The Buddha's teachings on compassion, mindfulness, and the pursuit of enlightenment continue to resonate in the 21st century, offering a path to inner peace and a more just and compassionate world. If you enjoyed this journey through history, like and subscribe to Emgotv360 History for more stories.